Welcome into the Lantern Sports Preview Show. I'm your host, Casey Smith, and joining me as always is Gabe Burggraf. Men's basketball season, Gabe, playtime's over for Ohio State. They go 3-0 in their matchups against Robert Morris, Charleston Southern, and also Eastern Illinois. But now come the big boys. I mean, going to the Maui Invitational against San Diego State, and then there's 5 ranked teams currently in that tournament. Then you also have Louisville and Cincinnati as well. So playtime's over, as I mentioned. Who are the guys, or just the storylines, things you've seen in general in these first 3 games?
Well, it's interesting, Eastern Illinois put up a fight in that first half, 26-20. A lot of scoring came from freshman Bryce Sensabaugh. He's played excellent. But, you're going to have to get consistent contribution from, Tanner Holden, Justice Suing, your veterans, Zed Key. He only had 10 points, but he was putting in work on the boards. So, you're just going to need consistent offensive and defensive balance for the Buckeyes.
Right, and you bring up an interesting point about Justice Suing. He did not play well last night, 5 turnovers. Chris Holtmann said he just has to play better and hold on to the ball, especially as a veteran guy in this group of inexperienced, and then also a ton of these transfers. And, that's going to be real key when you're going against a San Diego State team who has a lot of experience on their roster.
Absolutely, and one of those transfers from West Virginia, Sean McNeil, not much shooting we've seen from him recently. Eastern Illinois, they didn't really shoot very well the other night. But they're going to have to knock down shots that are open if they're going to beat teams like San Diego State, even Cincinnati and Louisville, because those teams are going to push the pace. Ohio State's tried to push the pace, but they're going to have to get back defensively and hold their own as well.
Right, and it was interesting. Bryce Sensabaugh said last night not to worry too much because, missing shots you can't really do much about. Right. It's just part of the game. If you miss your open shots, oh well, they'll fall eventually. And that's sort of what Ohio State just needs to get down. I feel like even though they struggled offensively against Eastern Illinois, they were really able to clean up defense and rebounding, which were 2 sort of big issues against Robert Morris and Charleston Southern, and points of emphasis from Chris Holtmann. And that's going to really be crucial when you're playing San Diego State. You could face a team like Creighton, Arkansas, some of these top 10 teams. Chris Holtmann said this is probably one of the best tournaments he's played in or competed in as a coach. So, it's going to be tough sledding for Ohio State. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The Tuesday and Wednesday opponents have yet to be determined. But one thing's for sure, they're playing San Diego State in Maui in the Maui Invitational. This has been the Lantern Sports Preview Show. For Gabe Burggraf, I'm Casey Smith. Until next time, take care.